Okay, ready when you are.
We set up that forge for you lot.
Alright. Let's die. Hi everyone, Cendril here, and welcome to Warhammer End Times Vermintide. And I'm not alone.
Hello everybody, Nice Garlic, aka Pim Feather Dragon here.
Today we are going to go over some of the basics of Warhammer or Vermintide, because none of you probably know the one person that's in chat. Great. And we hope you have a lot of fun. If you know anything about the Warhammer universe, this takes place in, well, like that. So this is basically Left 4 Dead Warhammer style. It is
Hi,
a
Neko.
lot of fun. Hi, Neko. This is a lot of fun to play with friends. I do not have any of the DLC. This game does have DLC. This game's been out for a little while now. 2 years, maybe?
Something like that.
If that. It's been out a little bit. Now, there is DLC. I haven't been able to pick any of it up. So the goal is we're going to show you different characters that you can play as. There's 5 characters you can play as. And we're going to be going through the, quote, story, unquote. There's not a lot of story. There's story missions. You know, kind of like Left 4 Dead. You do like a mission, you go through it. It's a little bit like that. There are, 12, 13 main story missions? Like about a dozen or so. And we are going to play through those. Hi, Panther. We're going to play through on normal. Just because it's a pretty good difficulty. This isn't some we're experts at this run. We are far from it. I don't know why Maze just put a octopus monster in chat, but whatever. He is free to do that.
Octopus monster. Hi, Panther.
And that's going to be the goal. So, let's just jump right in, and then I'll go over stuff.
Right.
After we do the quote prologue, unquote.
You have to give me a second. I'm kind of rusty at this game, so you have to excuse me if I mess up something. Right. So
a Skaven bell is not to be trifled with.
Go ahead and start with Man the Ramparts.
Man the Ramparts. It's not the first mission, is it?
I'm pretty sure it's the first mission.
It'll say prologue when you're selecting.
It wasn't actually. Here, you look at the map. It wasn't telling me that.
I can't look at the map. You're the host.
Yeah.
Unless you make me the host, which I don't remember how to.
Okay, there. That has to use the host.
I still can't use the map.
Okay, never mind. I'll do it then. Yeah, usually it lets you just walk over and do it, but it's not letting me do it this time. Unless they change something. Which is entirely possible.
We can't.
I remember it's been so long since I played this game. We haven't played this in a while.
Yeah.
A Skaven bell is not to be trifled with.
Yeah, usually I can just scroll over it and it'll pop up, but it's not doing that for me anymore. Must have updated that. Okay. Pretty sure this was the first one. If not, we'll just be going out of order. I can look that up real quick.
What a great start.
Sorry, guys.
Alright. No, it's the Horn of Magnus.
Horn of Magnus, okay. I don't know why it's not letting me just scroll over to him.
We need
Okay.
to.
There. Okay, now I got it up.
Alright, we'll play the first one on easy.
Feel free to use it.
Okay, if you know anything about Left 4 Dead, it's like that.
Looks like we got a full-blown invasion on our hands. You must make your way to the precinct where the Magnus Tower is located. Sound that horn and let the Empire know we're being overrun.
There we go. And similar for Left 4 Dead, because there's only 2 of us, they're just going to give us 2 computers.
You can set that up, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, because it's 2 computers. Right.
Hey, Clever
So I
Stone.
said there are... Hi, Cleverstone. Left 4 Dead is fun. I haven't played a lot of Left 4 Dead, but I've played quite a bit of this. So this works quite a bit like Left 4 Dead. We're going to be just going... You go through a stage, you'll have a few things in your way.
There are hungry voices all around us.
They're only rats. Treat them as such.
The dialogue in the game is great. So I am playing as Marcus Kruber, who is a Imperial soldier, a Imperial sergeant, to be exact. Finn is playing as Kierlin, I think that's her name.
Krillin, yeah. She's an elf archer, basically.
Now. And every character has different weapons. These normal rats here that you're seeing are just that. They're normal rats. Think of them as your basic zombies from Left 4 Dead. I missed. Good. Glad you shot. That is a Rattling Gunner. It uses a, well, Gatling gun. You can do a bunch of damage really quick.
Ammo, sweet. Here's some medical supplies.
We start with one.
Yeah.
It's on easy.
Whoop.
Medical supplies, well, you think of them like first aid kits.
Oh,
Is
fine.
The dialogue is great.
But I've seen better too.
If you can hear it, if you can't, let me. Skaven slays more accurately. Oh, somebody knows Warhammer. I like the Warhammer universe. I've never gotten to play a bunch of Warhammer because Warhammer's expensive. But these are your basic enemies. This is what you're gonna face the most of. They're not dangerous, except in really large groups.
When you get like a horde or a pack like Left 4 Dead. Cendril using looks like a hammer. I've got
Nothing.
a bow and a sword.
Little new to Skaven. Skaven are lame. That's all you need to know.
For those who are curious about seeing my end of the thing, I'm actually going to be putting this up on my YouTube channel. So my
So many
viewpoint.
shots, such poor aim.
Ah no! Oh, never mind. Cendril got it.
So, the weapons that I have, and there are different. Every character has a few different weapons they can change between. That you get through a random loot system that you'll see at the end of this. At the end of the stage, I am using a Warhammer, a two-handed Warhammer, and a rifle. I remember exactly what they call it, but it's basically a rifle.
That was a gutter runner, an assassin. They're fast, they're mean, and they can kill you quick, especially on higher difficulties.
They'll pounce on a person and stab until somebody kills them or knocks them off.
Aim for the head wizard. That should do it.
That was a Storm Vermin patrol. Storm Vermin are bigger, as you can see.
I'll take you with me, Rotkin.
Boy.
Die.
As you can see, they are wearing plate mail, which means basic attacks don't do a lot. You have to hit the head, or you have to have a strong ranged weapon. Like this rifle has armor piercing on it. Basically, there's another gutter runner. You can mark, but I don't remember how.
I don't remember either. Hello, come here.
Blades in the shadows.
Oh, he went down that way.
Are you playing with controller?
I am.
I am also playing with controller.
Back up. Back up.
Assassin rat's dead.
There we go.
And you can see on the left-hand side in small text when one of us kills a bigger unit, it'll say who killed it.
Yeah.
Just like Left 4 Dead, you have four. You can play with 4 people, just me and Finn, and 2 computers. The computers are
Improved when its
there.
citizens are silent.
like they'll help you and they can kill. Here's medical supplies.
Medical supplies.
There it is. Right bumper marks.
Right bumper, okay. I believe. I'm trying to remember if there was a run function or not.
I will take the potion of speed. There is not.
Okay, I didn't think there was.
Everybody can carry a first aid kit, basically, the medical supplies. And here's ammo. These boxes of ammo will give you full ammo back. And everybody can use them. And you can use them as much as you want. So,
Hear that?
anyway, about the NPCs. They're there. They'll do damage, they can kill, but they're not good at anything else. Like, they can't help you really complete objectives. They can't help you do anything.
Yeah. Bad idea time.
Okay, so then we come up to our first objective that we have to do.
Don't let them gather.
Let me
Now, we have to
drink
blow
this
up
potion.
this door over here, but the AI will not pick up barrels. We have to pick up barrels, but the AI will protect us to a point.
The AI will kill stuff. That's it. So that.
Almost. There we go.
You see, I drank a potion of speed. There are 2 different potions. There's a potion of strength and a potion of speed. You can carry 1.
I say we blow it apart.
Do.
Is there anything
Hello.
in this box.
There we go. Sailor Shadow, I think.
Hi, Shadow. Back off.
All right.
I guttered on a drawers near.
You sure know what I like.
Look. Now, one thing with these explosive. Oh, you really get off of me.
You look ridiculous. Stop jumping around.
One quick note: if you get attacked while you're carrying the barrel will explode. It has a fuse, but it will explode.
It's firing. Get clear.
Well, I should show you all the explosion. There you go. Just so all you can see it.
Yeah. and usually when you're doing objectives like these, the rats will not stop until you're done with the objective.
Right. They'll just keep swarming. So try to get through the objective as fast as you can.
Go. I see
You do
up
have a
there.
guard function. I don't use it that much.
It's not
At least
useful
on
that
lower
much,
difficulties. Because it doesn't. What? It doesn't block much. So depending on the weapon you have these shields. Every time you get hit, the shield
Weakens.
your shield weakens. Now you can here maybe because I haven't heard anything. I'm gonna drink this healing drought. Healing droughts will give you 50% of your HP back. The healing supplies will heal you more than that.
Depending on the difficulty level, like easy, it'll probably get as close back to full, and harder, maybe not as much. I just picked up an incendiary bomb. Once we get a nice pack, I'll show that off.
So you can carry a first aid weapon. You can carry a first aid weapon. And you can carry a first aid item. You can carry a potion. And you can carry a bomb. One of each, that's it.
Oh, it's a first aid weapon. I will heal you to death. If it's a zombie.
What is this? This is Warhammer Vermintide. It is a Warhammer Left 4 Dead game.
Basically.
It's a lot of fun with friends.
I've played it solo before. It's not that great solo, honestly.
No, it's not fun to play by yourself. It's fun to play with friends. Dwarf. Can you all hear the stuff? Let's do that first. Lore page. That thing's new.
That's a gunner.
Where's the gunner? Get out. Right there.
Isn't got a girlfriend from Cookstore Delicious 1. Does that mean he'll
Here.
get a... That, I can't fully read that.
And Starlight is getting one Cookstore Delicious too? No, too small.
So Starlight is still Baby Dragon. Okay, here's a good group. Back up. Back up. I don't remember if there's friendly fire or not. I'm pretty sure there is. That's why I told him to back up.
No, there's no friendly fire unless you play on Nightmare.
I think... Is it hard or Nightmare?
Maybe hard.
I want to say hard.
Go away, Storm, for me.
Are we going the right way? I'm not.
Yes.
Y'all are. I'm not.
Keep moving, Lumberfoots.
There's madness enough in the Empire without these rat men.
I can hear some of the battle cries, but they're very
Did you hear of
quiet.
Shalia's temple in Oak?
Can you hear the characters talking?
One of the silent sisters.
That's the
went
important
insane.
thing.
Gutted the native fellows. Scrawled dark runes in their blood.
Because the character dialogue of this game is great.
There's a runner about.
Get ready. It's about to throw its poison.
Ah,
Yeah,
that is a poison.
Oh,
Yep,
oh, really?
Does not like you.
They do not like me today.
The poison rat there will do damage. We'll throw the poison bomb, and it can damage you, obviously, if you walk into the poison. They can be really annoying. It also slows you down, which is the more kind of detrimental thing in this game.
Make the rat filth pay.
And there's basically a blind effect if you get caught in brain gas. Sienna was a little bit too into that bomb.
Never.
Where are we going? This way?
This way.
Which way is that way? What is nice is if you lose somebody, you can see their outline through a building, so you can go find them again.
I hear a Vermintide. If you hear the march, well, I need to turn up the thing. If you hear the
March.
that's a Storm Vermin.
There they are.
Which are the armored guys. There goes two.
I got 5 of them. Nice.
All right. Well, and they're dead, and they're glitching out on the floor. That's okay.
That's pretty common for
Ammo.
them to glitch out on the floor.
Yeah, because they just ragdoll. It's just ragdoll effects.
Yeah. I use my bow a lot as this character, so ammunition I usually get dibs on.
You really hate rats, so then you're going to love this game.
your fighting heads off. They're playing us.
This way. Rooftops.
Now you can see by the hammer icon in the bottom right, you can see how much ammo you have. So I have 21 shots of the rifle. I get 24. I get 1 loaded and then 23 extra.
Stay together, take them in pairs.
So Kruber, the way I have him set up, is really good against multiple small rats and really good against armor.
Brilliant how her setup is mostly support from the back with the bow. Because this bow I can zoom in if I hold it down long enough. Like, I'll show off real quick. If I hold it down, I can zoom in and snipe from afar.
A good kill. Guess I need to be faster.
The other thing I like about the Warhammer is you can pierce
That's
armor with the thing. I see him. Oh, I was gonna try to hit him in there.
I'm sick of these assassins hitting me. So.
That's a globadier.
You should be. They don't like you.
Yep.
That burns gas.
I heard. Okay, never mind. I got him. The AI is pretty useful for getting your back, though.
Look, post
So.
There's potions here.
Potion. Bomb. And potion of strength already equipped. Okay.
And that right close to the floor. That's fine.
Oh Lord.
How much did you drink before we left, dwarf?
Well, I don't see what concern that is of yours.
When my every conjuration all but sets your breath alight, then it's my concern.
Ah, good point, Saren. I shall endeavour not to exhale.
I haven't heard that one before. That's good.
I haven't heard that one. That's amazing.
Incompetent.
By the way, the dwarf in this game has the best lines, which is why I'm not playing as him to start with, because I wanted to check sound balance, which you will help. There is no medic. It's a Left 4 Dead game. There is no medic.
Packmaster just got knocked down. The Packmasters are annoying. They will hook you and drag you away and then spike you. It's horrible.
Keep focused. Stay
It's
in the game.
Not as bad as the assassin rats, but they're just as annoying.
It's another enemy that can incapacitate you.
Yeah.
Another page.
This must be new. I know they said they were going to get some more lore around, so.
Yeah, and that's what that is.
There's ammunition.
Ammo.
Here. Ammunition here.
Oh, take it.
There's some heavy armor skaven. It isn't the same standard as a heavy armored human.
Here's a healing draft.
That's it. It's got like the Warhammer feel to it, but it plays a lot like a Left 4 Dead game. Like, you can't think of it like a Warhammer game. You have to think of it as a Left 4 Dead game.
Let me drink this real quick, just
That's
because.
right. Can't risk a
Potion here.
scar on that pretty face, can we?
You wouldn't understand. Your face was beyond saving. from
Ammo
the
box
day
down
you were
here.
born.
Alright. Now we've got to go wake up the town.
Ah, a bomb. That'll wreak some carnage.
I already have a bomb.
Alright, tell me when you're ready.
I'm ready.
Alright.
Sound the horn! Now, you all know this from Left 4 Dead type games. What's that going to do?
You played Left 4 Dead, what does sound
There
do?
might be some deaf or drunk who didn't hear the horn.
There might be some different drug you didn't know.
We need a way out.
Wait for them to come up. Now, the best way to do it is Cendrill's gonna get this side, or that side, I'm gonna get this side.
Another century as we might make a marksman of you.
I tried to post some strength, so let's go to town.
So I like the charge attack for this Warhammer because, as you can see, I take a big swing. And I can hit multiple rats like that, and that's the fun part. You fight like a dwarf, Azongi. The dwarf is amazing. The dwarf has the best lines.
Absolutely.
Our runner approaches. Hook rats are about again.
Hook rat. Where?
Oh, the dwarf killed.
Good. The Packmaster has a lot of names. Hook rat,
The
Pack
darkness
Leader,
shines where
Packmaster.
ash lies.
All the same guy.
Yeah, it all depends on which character is talking.
Yeah.
I'm the one he's aiming for.
There's a gunner down there.
There's the incinerary. There's a gutter runner.
I got him. Is there another one? Oh, there's another one. Tap out all these stupid slave. You know what? I don't deal with you crap. Come there.
I disappeared.
Yes, Knight is co-oping.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get out of here. I said, get out of my way, rats.
Activate the lift problem.
Get out of my way.
And fall down.
It's getting,
This is the way out.
I'm getting stuck on the walls. There we go.
Activate the platform. Don't worry about the NPCs. They'll warp to you.
Yeah. I've noticed this thing that sometimes the collision sucks, but you can jump your way out of the collision usually.
Right.
Alicia is the getaway car. Get to her.
Come on, the steeds are restless. As am I.
Your steeds are restless.
There you go. And then leave.
Woo!
You don't know what Left 4 Dead is. Alright, it's like a zombie survival game. It's a very simple concept.
Leveled up and got a Warblade. Nice.
Alright, so you roll the dice, and then depending on how many successes you get, you will get a item on that table that you saw on the right. You use the standard rarity system from early to late. White, green, blue, orange, and then red are
Red's the most rare, white's the most common. Basically.
And then you can see stats. You can see how many kills everybody got, melee kills, other heroes saved. You stop them from when they're getting hit or something. Clan rat slash Skaven slave kills. They're the same thing. It's those basic enemies. Headshots. That's not just with the ranged weapon. That's hitting a head with your melee weapon as well. Damage dealt overall. Storm vermin kills, which are the heavily armored rats. Damage taken. Other heroes aided. Special kills, which are any special rat, including the storm vermin, or not including the storm vermin.
We didn't get
Not
a boss
included.
rat that level. Might get one next level.
There's no boss. And range kills.
And I would have called shenanigans on damage taken if I wasn't hit by the assassin 3 times. I've been okay. And then when you're done, you spawn back in the inn. Everybody has their own little rooms. This is the elf's room. And they're all different. She has like plants and stuff around. She's on her bed because she sleeps on the floor. Inside the commander sergeant's room,
Yeah.
it's more military shields, maps drawn out, and so on.
Whose TV is on? Do you have your TV on?
No.
I don't either. Alright. Audio setting. Oh, I don't have the master volume all the way up. I wish they had it to where I could. Let me try that. Her talking in the background, not from the game. The NPC could be talking.
There's a bartender.
Healed? Good, because I've got another job.
Sound outside the game. Well, I don't know.
I don't know why there'd be a sound outside the game.
Here's the inventory system. You have the weapons you get from every time you beat the mission, you get some item. The higher difficulty you play on, the more rare stuff you can get.
I forgot I had these.
Every character has a different set of weapons that you can use. There's for the Empire Soldier. There is a one-handed sword. There's a one-handed mace. There's a mace and shield. All of these weapons will play differently. Two-handed hammer, which is what I'm using now, is a two-handed hammer. And you see, this is a rare two-handed hammer. They will have, you can see the damage stat. Speed is how fast you swing the weapon. There's targets, which is how many you can hit with the swing. You can see the charge attack has a bunch of targets because of that horizontal swing that you get. And knockback is if you can knock back an enemy. Like if you don't kill them, they'll get pushed back. And of course, how much damage you do. So you can see the charge attack doesn't do as much damage. It's just swinging it overhead, but I can hit a lot more rats with it. Stamina is how many of those blocking shields you get. Obviously, having a shield will give you more stamina, more blocking power. And there you go. Those are the stats.
Over here's the lore book, with those pages that we've been picking up. That's new to the game.
And then you have ranged weapons. Again, different people will have different types of ranged weapons. The Empire Soldier uses guns. So he has it's called a handgun, quote unquote. It's a rifle. Handgun, quote unquote. The other things he also has a blunderbuss, which is like a shotgun. And he has a repeater handgun, which is kind of like a pistol, but you can also rapid fire it with the charge attack, which is really interesting. If it says armor penetration in the description, that means it'll go through armor, which is really useful against the storm vermin because they have that plate mail. If it doesn't say armor penetration, you're not going to do much damage with that gun to the storm vermin. A lot of Kruber stuff has armor penetration. If it has headshot, you will do increased damage with a headshot. Now, the reason I like the handgun is because you can see the damage stat on it. It's almost max. If I had a more rare one, it would probably be max. And it has the armor penetration. But it's just one shot, and then I have to reload the gun. If you get a rarity higher than the common, so not the white named ones, but higher than that, you can get the special abilities. They're locked, you have to unlock them, but they will do different things. Like for this blunderbuss, Targeteer, decrease the spread of this weapon by 50%. So it has a much lower spread. So it's more pinpoint. This handgun, Rupture. Projectiles from this weapon have a 80 to 100% chance when you unlock it, the percentage will get rolled, of penetrating one additional target. So hey, you can get an extra kill out of it. Like this one I have does. And this one also has haste. The gun I'm using right now has regrowth. When hitting an enemy, there's a 11.3% chance to recover 5 health. And it also has Hail of Doom. Each shot with this weapon has a 9.5% chance to split into 2 projectiles. So it's like I get 2 shots for the price of 1. Does the rifle hit all enemies? It has some... I don't remember if it has pierce or not. I don't remember if it can pierce or not.
It might be depending on the rifle. Sometimes you'll have the same weapon but different stats.
You can also get trinkets. You get one at level 10, another one at 20, and one at 30. These trinkets give you some passive bonus. I have Barden's Book of Personal Grudges on, which is the dwarves. This basically makes it to where you have a better chance of getting dwarf equipment, because I like the dwarf, but I don't have good things for him. You have other trinkets that can help you, like this Night Prowler's cylindrical box. It gives us the Deep Pockets trait. While equipped, there is a 12% chance that any consumable item you pick up will be duplicated. So that's neat. You could pick up a healing potion, for example, and then, hey, there's a 12% chance that another healing potion will just be there for somebody else to pick up. I am using the Gunnery School Guide Advanced. While equipped, the effective radius of all grenades you throw is increased by 50%, and it disables grenade friendly fire if you're playing on a higher difficulty level, which is useful.
One I have equipped is called Gaul Marzat's Pendant. Veteran Surgeon. It cannot be interrupted while reviving an ally. Super useful on higher difficulties. And then you got everyone's individual trinkets, which is useful at the end. You can have a better chance of rolling their weapon, basically, when we roll the die.
Headgear you can unlock. It's just for looks. The headgear doesn't do anything. I like Kruber's old companion, Fancy Hat, which is why I'm using it. So, there you go. So I'll go over the characters now. You have Kruber, who is, I said, the sergeant. You have Sienna, who you saw one of the NPCs play. She is a bright wizard, so she uses magic. The thing about the magic in this game, it's your ranged attack. How it works will be completely dependent on what type of staff you have. There's a fireball staff, a beam staff, a bolt staff, and they'll all work differently. A conflagration staff. They'll all change your basic attack, your ranged attack. Now, she does not have the limit of ammo. Of course she doesn't. She's using magic. But what she does have is a heat gauge, because she's pulling from, I forget what it's called. But she's basically pulling magic from this source. If she uses too much of it at one time, she overheats. And she begins damaging herself. If you go way too far, she will blow herself up and down herself. There is the Dwarf Ranger, Barden Gorikson, who has the best lines in this game, in my opinion. He uses similar weapons to the Sergeant, but does have a few variations. Like he has an axe and shield, a great axe. For ranged, he can use a crossbow. I still like the handgun because it works like the Sergeant's handgun. But he is a dwarf. There is Turlian. I always forget how to pronounce her name. It's the elf Way Watcher, who's like a ranger. That's who Knight is playing as. She uses. She could use a sword, daggers, dual swords, sword and dagger. So you could get how she's going to play. She could swing really fast. She does do a lot of damage with each swing, but she swings really fast. Range weapons. She has bows. Long bows, swift bows, which shoot really fast.
One I have equipped right now is Hag's Bane, which is basically poison.
Yeah, so it's a lot of bows.
Yeah, because elf.
And lastly, there is the Witch Hunter, who kind of brought everybody here. A few characters are here because of him, and we're all here to stop the Vermintide. Melee-wise, he can use an axe. He can use two-handed swords. He has a rapier, which is a really interesting weapon. I wish I had a better one, but I can show it off. He has a rapier, axe. His ranged weapons are very interesting. He has brace of pistols, which is basically him dual wielding pistols. He has a repeater pistol, just like the sergeant. He can also use a crossbow. I like the pistols. I like the brace of pistols, and I'll show you why. I'll play as him next. To change, you just go to hero selection, and you can play what's not being played. Like, you can't have two Way Watchers. Everybody has to be somebody different. Okay. Here's the rapier. If you charge up the attack, you do a thrust. The thrust has armor piercing, but the basic attacks don't. And stab. Other than that, it's just a basic swing.
It's a rapier.
You have antlers.
I was wondering how long that was going to take you to realize that was wearing that. Yeah, it's a new hood. I think I got it for leveling up.
Neat. Alright, so you have that. Now, the interesting thing about the rapier is, if I can find the button, because I don't know what it is on controller.
To shoot the gun in your other hand?
Yes.
I think you click left or right stick.
I'm trying that, and that's not working.
I figured it out at one point, and it was weird.
It may be in the game. But you have with the rapier, you see I have 2 ammo numbers. That's because he has in his other hand a pistol. So you could still use your rapier and still have your ranged weapon out at the same time. You don't get many shots with it. You're going to see I only have 16 shots. But you can fire at something, a little farther away while still having your melee weapon out. The brace of pistols are really interesting because you fire and then apparently he has 73 guns on him. Don't judge, it's a game. You can fire these pretty fast, as you can see. The cool thing about the brace of pistols is I have 73 bullets. You can rapid fire these. Or not this one. Yeah, there you go. You can just hold down the trigger and fire them.
Just leaving a litter of guns on the floor. There you go.
And if you hold down the aiming button, where you're aiming down sight, you can fire them really fast. Now this goes through ammo extremely quickly, but if you want to just waylay a group of enemies that are coming to you, you can do it with this.
It's good crowd control. Alright, so he's going to go Salt Spire. I'm going to change.
We give the vermin a reason to fear.
And the repeater pistols have armor penetration.
Alright.
Which is good.
So I'm going to be the Bright Wizard. I have a mace. And how we were talking about with the magic earlier is like I could charge and poop. And that, hang on, I hit the right button. Charge and poosh. Now you see in front of me, there's like a half moon circle. If that fills up past the 2 little markers, I start taking damage. If I fill it up to full, I'm dead. This is a fireball staff. You can charge it up a little bit. Okay, that's me overheating right now. You get that musical kind of audio cue. It's like, hey, slow down. And my character is actually on fire a little bit. Now if I go farther, I basically kamikaze take everybody out with me.
Yeah. And that actually will cause her to go down.
Yeah. Now, how do I get rid of it? On controller, either time, or you have to vent it, which makes it move very slowly.
We set up that forge for you lot.
Yeah. And there you go. That's these 2 characters and how they're playing with the equipment we have. All right, next stage.
Right. Now off to supply and demand. Right, there you are.
We're already out of food. This town wasn't prepared.
We're going to do this one on normal, so this is probably a bad idea. More purple! I agree.
I don't agree.
Food is almost gone. You need to grab whatever's left of the supplies in the marktplatz before the Skaven devour it. Alicia will meet you with a cart. Do what she says and we all might see tomorrow.
The good side is that he doesn't reload. Using the bracer pistols, well, he has a sort of reload animation and pulling it out of his pocket again.
Yeah, but when you're aiming down sight, you don't really reload.
No, you just
Yeah, you just keep firing. The problem is you can go through the ammo really fast like that. Any shot doesn't do a lot of damage, but it's enough to just take out a bunch of smaller rats. If you're just getting overwhelmed, just hold down the trigger and find more ammo later.
So like we were saying, sometimes you'll have these inventory boxes to start. So if you came in with the wrong equipment, you can change it real quick.
Only faith and hatred sustains. Bring ruin down.
You're a driven man, Saltspire. You're a driven man, Saltspire.
I have
Aye.
promise. See that you don't interfere with me.
Next time to... There you go. You saw the sparks coming off the armor? That is why, that's because I don't have armor penetration on every site. You see the sparks coming off the armor. So to kill storm vermin, I need to use the, I need to use the charged attack. Here's ammo.
Hang on, being overran. Alright, get up. There we go.
Now on normal, you start with the healing drop. You do not start with the...
Medipack.
Yeah.
That. Wait for me.
It's in there. Yeah, it is. It's right stick.
Okay.
See, I shot the pistol in my offhand. I can't do that in the,
Some ammo down here if you want it.
Poison rat! Rat's dead!
He's dead.
Nothing.
Don't be fooled.
I
They're
doubt
still
that.
about.
Good thing about the wizard is, see, they're kind of far away. She can usually shoot her magic pretty far.
Got rats.
It's going to blow. Out of the way.
Nah.
And when a character says that, I'm in the gunner sights, that means that they're the one getting targeted by the rat gunner. So they need to take cover, and everybody else needs to run away.
Yeah.
Or everybody else needs to attack him. And that character needs to run away.
Get ready. The pack is coming.
That horn you just heard, that's pretty much the cue that you're about to get overran.
I may not get on your bad side. Up through the tower. Move.
You move. Oh no, scrap.
There must be another way to the mark, lads. Ammunition.
Ammo.
Alright. Oh, that was explosive.
Yeah, you don't use ammo.
No, I smacked the explosive barrel and it exploded. Oh, assassin rat coming.
Got a runner.
Aim for the head, crew back. Not the armor. Their reactions are as slow as yours. Oh, they'll burn. They'll burn.
Shot you. Where'd you go?
I hear him.
Noise.
Yeah, I shot him once already.
We need to flank that thing.
Oh, there's a the
Packmaster.
Reachy.
There he is.
Reachy grabby one. It's the Packmaster.
Gatling gunner out here.
Taking fire from the rattling gun. This isn't going well.
Ow.
Now, Saltspire and Sienna don't get along because he's a witch hunter, and
I'm a
she
witch.
is. She's a witch. This is a terrible idea.
Terrible idea.
Kill these. In the stage. Back off. Trying to explain stuff.
Even a man like you has
Got
a
it.
place killing Skaven.
You can find tomes. Tomes will take up your healing spot, so you can't carry around a healing item,
Get out of here, rat.
which can be kind of detrimental.
Should you have a cab?
If you get through, however, you get a better die. It will have more faces on it, which means more chance that you get an item. Other than that, there are hidden grimoires.
Oh! You hear that
Which
roar?
are-
Big fun times!
Never get used to that abomination.
Where are you, a-hole?
Right there.
Right in front.
That is a rat ogre. Rat ogre is like the tank in Left 4 Dead. It's a really big enemy.
This is, remember the stat counter where it talked about boss enemies? Talk about this guy.
He's dead.
Good.
But you saw how much ammo that took. On normal. Are you a Castlevania fan? Not right now.
You think your hook can match my full strength?
Oh, there's Packmaster again. Ow. Man, I'm about to go down.
There's a gutter runner.
Lore back here.
There's a lot of grab it. There's a lot of audio cues.
footfalls are coming
Right there.
fast. Watch your back, gutter runners!
Where'd you go? Shot you.
Jeez, man. Kill the damn thing. Uh-oh. There it is.
There it was, rather.
Rather.
Okay.
Another vermin fall.
Healing drought, thank goodness.
There's a fireball waiting for the next rat that shows its muzzle. Healing draft.
Tar's breath, stay sharp.
Come over here and heal yourself.
I don't drink this out of thirst. This way!
Now we're just on normal. This is still not going that great.
A passable shot.
There he is. Oh, he's dead. Okay.
Supplies for our ranged weapons.
Ammo.
So
The thing about the Bright Wizard is that you don't need ammo, so
right.
you can give ammo to other people. There's a
More potions
potion.
over here.
Must be a rattling gun.
Saltspire is definitely the more strict of all 4 characters, for sure.
Yeah, he's definitely the most
Found a
strict.
potion.
Just look at the state of the city.
I hear him.
Only
There he
Yeah, I
is.
do too.
resolve
Yep, shooting me.
If I can hook this.
There. Just take cover if you're the one that's getting shot at.
The AI is actually pretty good about taking care of the rattling gunners. I've noticed.
Especially if you mark an enemy, the AI likes to go for it. Not just so it can be useful not just for telling your party members, people you're playing with, but for also helping the NPCs.
Yeah. The AI seems to prioritize markings, so. Whoa, a whole bunch of them.
She's effective, I'll give her that. Come out, wherever you are.
I don't know if
Who's
you
to
know
say it's not? Could be silver. I don't know.
Could be. With the Bright Wizard, one way to avoid taking damage if you're overheating is to just switch off until it cools off. As long as the staff is not up, you will not take damage.
About the door, come on!
How's chat doing today?
No stomach for a fair fight, gutter runners.
Oh, really? Thank you. Where'd you go?
I don't know. I didn't hit him.
Aim for the head.
Right there. Ha! Got him.
Nice. Hi! One thing I haven't pointed out yet, the elf that's fighting with us, she's using my equipment. That's one way you can kind of get the AI to do what you want to, is to give them your equipment.
Over there.
Yeah, they'll use whatever you have. Loot rat!
Where's it?
One less sack left.
Yeah!
The
Woo!
content of the sack
Nice.
belongs to
Loot
the
rats are
owner.
super useful. Ow! Back up. Back up. Don't hurt me. In the gas. Run away.
Healing draft over here.
So you can find loot rats. They can be random.
Down the hatch.
They can have potions, ammo. Sometimes they'll drop a die,
He had a
which
healing
give
drought
you.
that time. Which I took. Oh, no, you don't. Come here.
I'm trying to cut him. Stop rolling! Ugh.